Hello, this is Zugram with Jormaattori again. Our last video, Karstula by Night, got such a good response that we decided to make another video. This time we take a look at the nightlife of Iisalmi. Iisalmi is a small town in the middle of Finland. Only 22,000 people live here. I am originally from Iisalmi, so I have many stories to tell. And the biggest employer of Iisalmi is probably Olvi beer factory. They make beer and lemonade and stuff like that. Ahead are coming apartment buildings that are called tower buildings. There are something like 5 or 6 of them. Same kind of buildings. Once or twice a year somebody climbs to the roof and jumps off. That happens often. There are many old people in Iisalmi, not many young people. This is a dying town. Jormaattori, give me another beer, please. Ahead is coming local water tower, and it's called Devil's Fist because it looks like a fist, and it's really ugly. Right there, Devil's Fist. Once a rat died in the water and the water got poisoned. And on the left side is Iisalmi ice hockey stadium. There's not much to do in Iisalmi. You can drink and play ice hockey. And next we will see Iisalmi area hospital. I actually used to work there. Jormaattori, take a ride here. A few years ago I just hid myself in the basement and drank the hand disinfection fluid. Those were good times. And on the left side is a local veteran house. That's where they put the war veterans to spend their last days. Those poor bastards. There's a cannon on the yard, old cannon, to remind those veterans about the war that they are trying to forget. We Finnish are obsessed by the last war that every other nation has already forgotten. All the war veteran stories are all the same. They are like, I was in the front line, Soviets were coming, and then Mannerheim came and we killed 1 billion Russians, and then went to sauna and I was really drunk. We are soon turning right, and the next street, that's the street where it all happens, because that's where all the bars are. On weekends in Iisalmi you don't have to go to the movies, you can just drive that street up and down and you can see everything. You can see local beer factory workers fighting with each other. You can see girls with practically no clothes at all. And you can even see people fucking on the street. As you can see, people cross the street very drunk, and there's usually few runovers in a weekend. I think I have at least twice run someone over on the street, and I once almost got hit by a car, but that time I was really drunk. In Iisalmi we have this subculture that is very passionate about old crappy American cars, and they drive around with them. And so I think we are going to see a few of these city American cars. And on weekends, people, they just drive around and drink beer in the car and try to get girls and some backseat activity with them. And on this street, there's 2 bars on both sides of the street, and there's a bakery shop also. And here you can see local drunks. It's minus 20 and that guy is walking with t-shirt on. This is Iisalmi. And there's a competition in Finland called Ugliest Car of Finland, and Ugliest Car of Finland has for many years been from Iisalmi. There, crappy American car. And Iisalmi, compared to its size, Iisalmi is one of the most violent towns in Finland. And this street can be dangerous. If someone would see that we have a camera and we are recording, then someone just might come in and beat the shit out of me. But luckily we have our doors locked and Jormaattori is a big guy and camera is hidden, so I think we are safe. At least for now, but I wouldn't go on the street with a camera. That's like asking for a suicide. Something like twice in a year somebody comes with a gun to the street and starts shooting. That happens. And gang fights also on the street. And once I saw this really good looking girl on the street corner with big teeth and everything, and that was something like 5 to 10 years ago. And if that girl was from Iisalmi, she probably has something like 5 kids now and is fat and drinks beer all the time, because that's what usually happens to good looking girls from Iisalmi. Jormaattori, take a right here. And next we come to the local market square. And when I was in junior high, on weekends we went to the market square and we drank there. Some did pass out in the snow and froze to death, and some didn't. But the police didn't like young people drinking on the market square, and now it's empty. It's sad. It was much better when there was people on the market square. Now it's empty, deserted. And we are soon coming up to Iisalmi new church. It's that big white building, and it was built in the 1950s. And they were thinking that they're going to invent a name later, but nobody got around to it, and it still got the new church. 10 years ago they were renovating it, and this one girl, she climbed up to the scaffoldings and she jumped off, killed herself. That's what Iisalmi does to people. Left side, you can so see Juhani Aho Junior High. I went to that school. On recess time, there was nothing to do. The schoolyard was like a jail yard. There was nothing to do. We just sniffed glue and smoked, and there was lots of fights on the yard. And the teachers, they didn't really know how to teach. Many had mental problems, and except for this one physics teacher, he was a drunk and he also came to work drunk, and on his classes you never knew what was going to happen. So very good classes. And during recess he went to the physics class storage room and he drank the spirits there, and I think they fired him. That's sad, because he was the best teacher. On the left side there's a apartment building. I used to work as a janitor there one summer. Today I make more in a day than I did in that whole summer. And ahead is coming the local beer factory, Olvi. Once or twice a month they drain the water that they use in the beer making process to the lake, and then the whole town smells like beer. And we are soon going to the ice road. I like to call these Jormaattori videos Jormaattori Street View. When Google Street View makes a mistake, Jormaattori makes it right. Oh, somebody is pissing there, you can see. This is Iisalmi. Now we are coming to the ice. I can hear the ice cracking. And this is Jormaattori on ice. Once my friends came to this ice road on Easter time, it was spring, and they were probably drunk or high or something, and the car sank in the ice. Well, almost something like the tires went through the ice, and then the fire department have to come and pick it up, the car. There you can see the Iisalmi skyline, and if you want to smell like beer, you can come and live in Iisalmi. And this is the end of our tour. Thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas from me and Jormaattori.